Father, I need to talk to you about something.
Would you like to make your confession?
Do you have the time?
I always have time to save souls.
Can we find a private place? Can we have a little privacy?
Potete andare via per 2 o 3 minuti, per favore? Grazie. I hear the confessions of my own priests here. Sometimes the desire to confess is overwhelming, and we must seize the moment.
I don't know if I should be talking about this at all.
I hear you are a practical man. What have you got to lose? Huh?
Well, it really started about a year ago. I was making videos about faith healers, and I made this one. About Benny Hinn.
Go on, my son, go on.
I laughed at him and I mocked him for being mean to people on stage. And then I pointed out that when he slayed people that came to his meetings, they thought that it was the Spirit of God, but it really was their own imaginations, because if they didn't see anything, if they didn't hear anything, if they didn't feel something from Benny, and they didn't know to go down, and they didn't go down. So it's just all in the people's heads and not really God. I really should not have done that. I really shouldn't have.
Go on, my son, go on.
And I also compared him to a chi master who could do the same thing with his followers, but was not very good with people who didn't believe in him, because it really was in their minds too. I don't think I was doing the right thing by pointing these out.
Go on, my son.
Well, in another video, I accused him of tricking people by putting wheelchairs on stage that didn't belong to anybody. He just rented them and put them up there. It's kind of like what a magician does. It's kind of like what a magician does when he fools people and distracts them from the real thing and makes them believe something's happening that really isn't. And I kind of pointed that out too.
Go on, my son.
I think I'm in a lot of trouble. I really shouldn't have done that. In another video, I studied follow-ups for him and for other faith healers, and I realized that in follow-up, nobody really gets cured. It just all happens on stage, or it happens out in the audience. There's these temporary feelings people get from the placebo effect, and they think they're getting cured, they think they're getting healed, but after an hour or two, or maybe even a day or two, all the symptoms come back. Then they blame themselves and get really hard on themselves because they think they have failed God, but really they didn't fail God at all. It's just that Benny Hinn and his type of people, the faith healers, they're doing this. They're taking advantage of people. And I pointed this out, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have just left good enough alone.
Go on, my son, go on.
Then I showed a video of Benny Hinn lying. He said one thing in one video and completely the opposite in another video. He said he never got sick, and then the next video he says he gets sick all the time.
Look in my eyes right here. Come, give me a close shot, will you? And look at these eyes. I have never lied to you. Never. I never will. I'd rather die than lie to God's people.
lie jokes were bad.
And he pointed out other lies that he got caught in. I think it was really bad for me to do that. And I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry I saw him lying.
Go on, my son. Go on.
I think worst of all is recently I compared him to Bill Clinton because both were caught in affairs, and both kind of denied ever doing anything. And I implied that maybe he was like Bill Clinton. I shouldn't have done that. It was really bad for me to do that. Last night I had a dream. And in my dream, Benny was really mad at me, really mad at me, and he cursed me.
I place a curse on every man and every woman that will stretch his hand against this anointing. I curse that man who dares to speak a word against this ministry.
You will not change.
I think you're right.
Ego te absolvo, in nome del Padre, Figlio e Spiritus Sanctus. Amen.